Hello, Aries. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Kelly Lunt, and I'm an intuitive channel with a team of 6 spirit guides. And we mainly like to come forward for people who are feeling stuck, indecisive, insecure. They know they were meant for something more. They know they were meant to do something bigger. They know there's just got to be a better way. We like to come through and get straight to the point of what's holding you back, help you release it, so that you can move forward with ease. And we very much like to use law of attraction to help you manifest. Once you clear away whatever's holding you back, we love it when you can manifest with ease the life you want to live. So that's my spirit guides. And we come every month to make you a channeled message combo with law of attraction so that you can manifest your dream life. And I use 3 decks. I use Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck. I kind of find that deck kind of gets to the here's what's going on. And her messages from the Angels deck, this one kind of helps you understand any underlying emotional things that are going on so that if there's healing, you can heal and move forward. And I also like to use Doreen Virtue's Magical Mermaid and Dolphin book because this is the one that kind of gives you what step of law of attraction you're on so that, you know, since you know what's going on, you know anything you need to clear away, you also know law of attraction, what you need to do to start manifesting it. So let's see here, Aries, what is going on for you for June 2017? All right, Aries, you're continuing the pattern of change. You got the ego card and the wheel card as the basis of the situation, and you did get the sun card later in, just to give you like a little heads up that you're on the right track. Keep going. For the basis, it's okay. You're going through a spiritual awakening. You're learning to so you're changing your relationship with other people. That's the basis of this month. You're changing your relationship with other people. It's kind of like you're letting go of the hatred, the negativity towards other people. You're kind of recognizing that like they don't matter as much as you've been letting them matter. So you're going to have a new change in terms of, like, the wheel represents the change. It's positive change. It's change about how you relate to others and how much sway, how much control you let them have over your life. And it's not like, you know, the whole typical you're a female and you're dating the control of male. It's not like that. It's more you used to allow them to occupy a lot of your brain space. You know, you would spend time focusing on the haters. You would spend time focusing on how much they're not treating you right. And you're kind of recognizing that, like, that's not serving you. That's not helping you get where you want to go. So you're changing your relationship with how much you choose to think of other people. Because underneath that, they are letting you know that, like, it is. When the ego card comes up, guys, that very much means it's your, oh, look at my little alfalfa here. Oh. When the ego card comes up, it's very much letting you know, like, spirit, like, it's very much, we want to emphasize that it's in your power how much you choose to think about others. It's in your power what you think about others. It's in your power who you choose to think about and who you choose to focus on. It's in your power. Because you're definitely starting to tune in to your intuition more. And you're kind of noticing that as you spend more time focusing on your connection to, like, spirit, whatever religion you are, it doesn't matter. But as you spend more time just getting in that, like, meditative practice and getting quiet and waiting to listen to, like, you know, trusting your gut when you get that gut feeling moving forward, trusting that warm feeling in your chest, you're starting to notice that as you release thoughts of other people and just focus more on what's my next step, how do I, like, universe, I'm ready for more money. How do I do that? Like, as you tune into spirit more and as you tune into learning to ask the universe for what it is you want, You're starting to notice that stuff just works out for you better. So Aries, let go of the thoughts of others and get back into developing that like spiritual connection so you can live life in the synchronistic flow where you're just manifesting like a mofo what it is you want. So in terms of your challenge this month, okay, so what it is, it's a new level of intimacy that you're developing with yourself. It's a new, closer connection to you, your needs, your wants, your desires, how you get the needs met. That's your challenge this month, because the closer you build a relationship with yourself, the easier it's going to be to let the man-made thoughts and man-made stress go. The more you tune into your needs, and that's like, honestly, simple, guys, is like just for a minute, maybe even 3 minutes every day, just kind of wake up and breathe in and breathe out. And just like at the end of 3 minutes, just think like, what would bring me the most joy right now? That's the intimacy. That's very much the intimacy that we're talking about, Aries, that we'd like you to develop and cultivate the practice of tuning into what would bring you the most joy. And do that. Follow that. We speak to you for like what, when you think about something, does it give you a warm, glowing feeling in your chest? You just have the thought of like, I don't know why, but I know it's going to work out if I do it. We very much want you to build that relationship with yourself so that, because the more you follow your joy, the more you're in touch with us, and the more you're in touch with yourself, just naturally the thoughts of other people are going to go away. So it looks like, guys, the basis of this month is very much a new way of focusing your attention onto what you do want versus what you don't want. Good job, Aries. Good job. And quick shout out to Tyler from Tyler's Tarot. And another quick shout out to my girlfriend, Elisa. What's up? Alyssa. Holy shit, Alyssa, forgive me. Mwah. Love you, Alyssa. Sorry for messing up your name there. Okay, and in terms of what you guys have recently learned in the past, yeah, you're starting to have like the awakening, I enjoy life more when I follow my joy, when I feel worthy of receiving, when I'm hanging around people who I feel good around. It's a healing process that's going on, but the healing is kind of like the sub factor they're saying. It's more, you've had a few brief moments, a few brief experiences, they're saying, of like, hey, today I was happy. Oh, today was like a better day. And it's because you're recognizing like who you spend your time with, how you choose to focus your mind. They're saying it's more about how you choose to focus your mind, the thoughts you cultivate. You know, like, so if you're dating someone and they don't respond right away, are you going to choose to go down a thought pattern of, well, they don't treat me right and they're horrible? Or are you going to choose to go on oh, they must be really busy? Universe, like, if this is a pattern, if it's a pattern you recognize, then you could instead of, don't go in the negative thoughts, because that does no one no good, especially you, Aries, and your month is all about developing close relationship with yourself so that you can be in the synchronistic flow to continuously keep manifesting. So it's very much, if you notice it's a pattern of them not responding to your calls, it's okay, universe, like, thank you for this person. Here's what I enjoyed being around them. Here's how I enjoyed feeling around them. And I'm now ready for someone who could bring me those feelings, and they're maybe ready for commitment. And they're ready to hang out. If you're not ready for commitment, then I'm ready for someone who's ready to be a little more consistent in my life. I'd like to feel these emotions I feel with this person, and I'd like to now experience it with someone who's ready to be consistent in my life. So, step 1, law of attraction. As you tune into your joy more, you're going to learn to ask better. Step 1, not better. You're going to learn to stay in the flow of asking new step 1 so that you can continuously manifest. And in terms of what you're learning right now, okay. Okay, so it's as if you're like, so you have the few couple brief moments where you're like, oh, this stuff does work. This law of attraction has something to it. And you're like, oh yeah, I want to enjoy life more. My soul, I'm ready to feel a soul level of happiness. I'm ready to feel contentment in every day. I'm ready to feel contentment every day. I'm ready to feel fulfilled every day. And what they're saying is, you know, be a little patient. You had momentum of living life a certain way, which did kind of involve spending time on other people and thoughts on other people. Be patient as you like, you're essentially cultivating the practice of losing to choose where you focus your mind and the thoughts you allow to come in. So be patient as you learn the art and the practice of choosing your thoughts for what you want to manifest in the future. Oh, Spirit, we need some cards for what's coming up. What are they learning in the future? Okay, and they want this card. Okay. So the Spirit, this is for the position of what are they learning in the near future. This is funny. This is a good one. Okay. So in the future, you're going to solidify the lesson of tuning into your intuition, tuning into your trust of the universe, turning into your trust that everything is working out for you, letting go of resistance in terms of law of attraction, letting go of resistance and following your joy, tuning into your intuition, tuning into the power of spirit, of source, of the universe. You're going to solidify that lesson and know that it's an easier way of living. It's an easier way of being. It has a more flow to your life. It has more trust. It has more connection to yourself, more connection to others. And quite frankly, you just get more cool stuff that you want. And so what they want to let you know is that play around with different ideas and different ways to get you in. This is what it's called of going general. If you're building negative thoughts about one thing, you can call your friends and you could say, screw that guy I went on a date with, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, this other guy I went on a date with, oh, he was horrible. That's not going to get you a date with a guy that you like. You have to use to refocus your life. Recognize like, oh, that's called vibrational contrast. Here's what I didn't like. So universe, I'm now ready for this. I'm now ready to experience this. Here's what I do want. And what they're saying is this month is very much a month about practice of going general. If one area of your life, when you think about it, just really gets you caught into something like a negative downward spiral of thoughts, go do something else for a while and get your, raise your vibes. So if your career's not going as well as you want, go ahead and go cuddle with your honey bunny. If your love life is lacking, go focus on your career. Go ahead and do some Reiki. God, guys, there's a lot of free YouTube Reiki videos. I do them all the time. I'm just typing Reiki for happiness, Reiki for manifesting, Reiki for back pain. There's all kinds of free stuff out there. So they're saying play with different ways, meditation, Reiki, walking meditation. Play with those kind of different ways of making yourself feel better is what they're saying. In terms of your power for the month. Okay, in terms of your power for the month, it's big O trusting that you're on the right track. And since you guys have got a couple of major arcana cards, this is going to be a big shift for you guys. So it's definitely trusting that what it is you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing because you're on the right path. And it's all about spend the time to cultivate your thoughts. But they're saying take the daily practice. They're saying even if it's only 3 minutes of quieting your mind. What's coming up for you? If it's fear, let it go. If it's not fear, keep thinking about it. Spend the time to cultivate that practice of tuning into your thoughts. You're on the right path. Because as you do this more, trust that you're on the right path and spend the daily practice, just 3 minutes. You're going to hit a new windfall. You're going to start manifesting more, attracting more into your life. And what they mean by more is you're going to attract things that feel better. Okay, and in terms of other people around you right now, there's something in your personal life that you are definitely not happy about. Oh, Jesus, this is the big O. F that person combo. This is the whole, something in your personal life is not going as well as you'd want. And that's why it's very much, they're saying listen to what we've already said. It's very much a month of you can choose to hate on this person. You can choose to focus on how bad they're treating you. Or you can hey, right now they're not treating me how I want to be treated, and that's okay. They're their own human being, and it may be that they're not meant to be in my life long term. And I'm ready now, universe, to experience someone who I feel this around, and I feel this around. So we very much want to give you an example through Kelly. For her, she wasn't super like, oh, I want a husband, but she was like, well, maybe I should start just like, dating men. So she spent time with one man, and from that, she realized she really likes someone. In terms of the 5 love languages, you guys can Google that. She really realized that she loves quality time. She loved just like being able to yap away and he would listen. From there, she was like, okay, I'm ready to experience that. And I'd like to meet someone who also has stories of his own to share, because I'd like to listen to him and hear his stories. She cultivated that next man. And from there, it was, whoa, I like listening to his stories. I like this. I like that. And I'm now ready, universe, for someone who's like, I'd love to experience what it's being like with someone who's a little more emotionally mature than me. Someone who can recognize when I'm triggered, and they can sometimes be the bigger person. Because before that, Kelly had always had to be the bigger person. And then she did the ask of, I'm ready for someone else to be the bigger person and learn and know when to back down and just support me. And I'm ready to, like, when I'm triggered or when I feel unsafe, I'm ready to feel supported by the other person. Because she was willing to go through those lessons and clarify her ask of the next thing that she would like to experience, we were able to deliver it to her. So you have a choice this month, Aries. You can continue to focus on how this person is doing you wrong, or how much they're harming you, or if they would just call you back, life would go flowing well. Or you can release the situation, recognize that it has no reflection on you as a human being. It has no reflection on you, your core, your identity, or any reflection on you whatsoever, how they're treating you. And you can get back into what did you like about them and what would you like to experience next. And you're being very helped. They're sending you YouTube videos. They're sending you other people who are good manifestors, yada, yada, yada. So you're being helped. In terms of your hopes or fears for the month. Okay, your hope is you are just, things have got to be better. There must be a better way. You are ready for life to just flow easier. You are ready to experience more love, more connection with other people. You're ready for more like financial flow. You're ready to attract clients with ease. You're definitely ready to experience like abundance in all areas of your life. You're ready just to wake up feeling contentment and peace. You're definitely ready for that. So they're saying like, hear that. That's your step 1 ask. These are the steps to learn this month if you can. It might carry into next month, but these are the next steps of learning how you focus your mind, what you focus it on, who you focus it on is very much the most powerful thing that you can cultivate so that you can continuously keep manifesting. So another part of the story of the dating, of Kelly's dating example is that after this one, the first guy, she was like, okay, I'm ready to experience this. We were able to send her the next guy 2 days later because she was able to stay in a high vibration. Had she dipped in like, oh, this guy doesn't have any good stories. Oh, there must be something wrong with me for me not to be able to attract someone like, well, I don't want to use the word interesting. We don't want to use the word interesting because everyone's interested in their own way. But, for her, she could have chosen to go on a downward spiral, but she just stayed like, hey, he is who he is. I accept him for who he is. I love him for who he is. I just now recognize if I'm going to like date someone, I want a little more of this in there. And after that guy, she was like, okay, and I'm now ready for someone who's a little more emotionally mature. Like, I love all of this, and I'm now ready for this. Like, we sent her the third guy 2 days later. When you guys stay in the higher vibration of just focusing and thinking about what you do want and you do like, you'll be able to manifest new situations much, much quicker. And that's what people call step 4, the synchronistic flow, the high flying disc, where you're like, woo, I want to experience this universe. Oh, and I want to experience this. It's not about this general life is good, I feel good. It's just as you experience vibrational contrast, accept the bad feelings and then quickly focus on what do you want next. And we could deliver items to you much quicker, Aries. Okay, and in terms of your outcome for the month, okay, it looks like you're gonna practice this and you're gonna cultivate this a lot. It's gonna work out for you well. They're kind of like reaffirming that you do deserve a good life. You do deserve the life of your dreams. You do deserve a life that just has ease and flow to it. They're very much affirming it. And they're saying that now that you've done the ask for a life of more ease and more flow and closer connection to people and more love and more financial abundance. Now that you've done that ask, like, when it arrives, accept it. You know, because very much when Kelly was on a call, she has a law of attraction course coming up. She's keeping it small. There are only 5 spots. You know, of course, on the human level, she was feeling a little nervous, like, ooh, this is so vulnerable. Would people even want this course? And to her surprise, 3 people signed up immediately. So for her, she's never done a sales call before because she's never done sales. So she was like a little nervous, but she didn't focus on how nervous she was. She was like, I accept that I feel nervous, and I'm ready for this to have an easy flow, Spirit. I know that you can be with me. I know that if it's the right course for her, she'll feel it, and I know that if she's right for the course, I'll feel it, and it'll just flow. So to Kelly's like delight and surprise, but as soon as she got on the phone call, within a minute, the lady was just, well, I have my credit card out. How do I sign up? And we want to let you know that your life can be that easy and have that flow once you learn to cultivate thinking about the feeling. It's not about controlling the how. It's about focusing on the feelings that you want to have. And Kelly was very much, she wasn't like, when I get on the phone with this lady, I want to close her on the class. I want her to sign up, because that's the how. Instead, what she asked for, you got to think of the emotion, the essence of what it is you want. For her, it was, I'd love to launch this course. Spirit, you know this is my first time. You know on the human side, there's some nerves, there's a little bit of fear, there's a little bit of vulnerability. And I'm ready to embrace those feelings and still step out there in a bigger way to serve more people. And I'd love to experience ease and flow with people signing up for the course. And I'd love for it to be an easy process for me and for them. And I'd love to feel good during the process, and I'd love for them to feel good. And I'd love for them to be excited for the course. And I'd love for me to feel like accepted as I step into this more spiritual role and serving humanity in a bigger way. Because she asked that, we were able to deliver people who were like, sign me up. You can very much have the same, Aries, once you learn to cultivate of doing the ask for how do you want to feel. And we could deliver that to you in a numerous ways if you don't get attached to the outcome, if you don't get attached to the how. If you're asking for a romantic partner, focusing in on one person does you no good. Instead, focus on the feeling that you want. I'm ready to take the next step up and get married. I'm ready to create a family. I'm ready to have a solid partner where we both prioritize each other, where we both prioritize our family unit, where we both choose to spend time with each other. We can deliver that to you much quicker if you would get out of the weeds of focusing in on one person. That's what we'd most like you to hear, Aries. All right, Aries. You heard them. Good luck this month. Give the video a thumbs up. Let me know you're watching it. Comment below. You know, if you hit a bad day and you just need to like get it out, comment below. I'll give you a heart. I'll comment back. You know, I love you guys. I'm here for you to support. If you need a little more support, I do my Facebook Lives every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Facebook business page. I'll link to it below. I will let you know, though, starting in like August, I'm likely going to switch that to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. And of course, if you need even more, so my Facebook Lives, I do mini channeling sessions for people. If you need even more support than that, I'm always available for private sessions. You can click in the upper right-hand corner. It'll take you to the sign-out page. But from there, much love, Aries. Like, this is such a good lesson for you to learn so that you can stay in the synchronistic flow more. Mwah, much love.